Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Shiizaki speaking. So this is my very first like a teamed free talk stream. Yes, the teamed free talk. Well, as I mentioned in my debut stream, that I love movies, but I didn't talk much about it during the stream because, well, I have watched, I don't say very many because I know that there are people who have watched thousands, millions of movies, but I have been watching quite a lot of them, and there are quite many that I really love. And you know, well, the thing is that I'm a otaku. Yes, not just like otaku is not only for anime, manga. It's how you are, where you are, and I am, yeah, I am born as otaku, and when I'm interested in something, then I just go into it, full dive. And one of them was movie, and so if I start talking about, okay, so this is my favorite movie, and there will be you know endless list of the titles, and if I try to say my favorite part of them, then once again it will go on and on and on. So this is why I decided to separate this topic from the debut stream because otherwise, yep, it's just gonna be all about movie and I wouldn't be able to say anything else. Okay, so I'm going to explain what kind of stuff I like. Or, yeah, I think it's easier the other way around. I usually do not watch horrors, gores, and not much comedies, and not not many romantic films either. Yeah, the horror and gores, as I said during my debut stream, these are something I really can't take. And the comedies, well, some of them are good, but some of them, or no, I don't want to say good or bad, but it's more like some of them make sense to me and I can enjoy. But sometimes some type of stuff I just can't get it, and I just feel, oh my gosh, it's just stupid. Yes, and just can't enjoy at all. And then romantic things, you know, are not quite my thing. Like I've watched those, romantic comedy kind of stuff because my dad loved those actresses in those movies, and he rented these VHS. Yes, I am the generation that had rental VHS type of shops around, and that's where I get familiar with um, like English movies, English speaking movies. I mean, not so like Hollywood movies. I think mainly, plus some of British movies. Yeah, so these are the things I do not watch very often. But other than that, yeah, I think I really don't care what types of movies they are. So my favorites, actions, including those B class actions. Oh yeah, there are some stuff I don't watch. These, like massive animal panic stuff. So no sharks, no anacondas, no, no of those stuff. These are the things, like going grotesque, scary, and then doesn't make sense. I'm so sorry if you love them, but yeah, these are not for me. Okay, so let's get back to what I like. Actions, including those B-class actions. And then DC Marvels, I do love them. I do love them. And then crime, thriller, mysteries, detectives, I do love those of them. And some of my favorites are among um this genre. And then yes, of course, I do love drama, like a human drama, biography types of films, and um historical, yes. And then dinosaurs, kaiju, robots, these stuff, I love them. So Jurassic Parks, Gojira, yes. Transformers, oh my gosh. I don't watch that many musicals. I've been interested, but somehow I didn't have much opportunity to watch. Though, one of my favorite is Sound of Musical. I think it's one of the best musical film ever. I believe so. And then yes, and then some sci-fi, including Star Wars, Star Trek, and Matrix Terminators. Yes, I know quite it is a cheesy. Oh yes, and don't forget the Back to the Future. So space sci-fi, on the air sci-fi, I quite love them. Yep. If I'm missing some specific genre, please comment me so that I can just double check and then confirm if I do watch them or not. Yes, and there are the things I haven't watched, but maybe in the future I want to watch. These are those the very classic movies. I mean, like black and white types of movies, or even like before I was even born. So like a pre 18, no, 1980s. Yeah, I did watch some of them, but not that many. And I know there are very many, lots and lots of great movies. And that's not only Hollywood ones, but also Japanese ones, like Kurosawa, Mifune. These, like greatest Japanese directors. I've been interested, and also since I moved to Europe or lived outside of Japan, met many people saying that they love Japanese movies, but these old movies. And every time it happens, I kind of felt a bit of, like, um, not quite guilt, but like, yeah, I felt kind of sorry that I haven't checked them yet. Yeah. So maybe in the future, I think I'm gonna have a stream to ask you guys to give me some advice which one I really should watch. And then, or like, you also want to watch so that we can have a watch together stream, and you can see my first reaction. Or if we are going to watch Japanese one, then maybe I can give you some like some explanation why they are doing this and that. Yes. Okay, so let's get into a little bit more specifics. So yes, let me see my movie list. Hmm. So it's yeah, so it's yeah, so action movies. So among them, I think yeah, the most popular and famous ones are like Mission Impossible, Born to Trilogies, um, and the Mad Max Fury Road. Yeah, I do love them. I do love them. I would say these are rather not like Mission Impossible. It go back to wait 1996. Wow. Wait, is it 30 years old? 30 years? Oh my gosh. Seriously? Wow. Okay. Wow, it was really a old one. Yeah, and my favorite Mission Impossible movie is actually the second one, the Mission Impossible 2, um, in Australia. I really loved it. But it's, I, like maybe not that bloody stuff, but how it was shot, and the tempo, and then the, how to say, the atmosphere. And also in that Mission Impossible, Tom Cruise looks really nice. He was so handsome when he had longer hair. Just, you guys, do you know the interview with the vampire? Lestato, Tom Cruise as Lestato, it was so beautiful. Yeah, so that is when I kind of realized that, I like someone with long hair. Compare, of course, short hair's okay. I mean, like, I like people with short hairs, but I feel people with longer hair more attractive in general. Because the thing is, the Brad Pitt is the opposite. You know, he looks so handsome when he has shorter hair, but if you love him in that movie as well, I'm so sorry, but Louis, Brad Pitt and Louis in the interview with the vampire, I have already seen him in some other movies like yeah, like Seven, and oh my gosh, I can't uh I know the title in Japanese but not in English. Let me Google it. How? Yeah, Meet Joe Black. So he looked very handsome in this, and also yeah, Fight Clubs. But Louis, I would say like he is handsome in general, but like when I saw him in the movie, I thought like I thought he was more handsome, but why he's not that attractive? He must be more attractive guy. And then when I watched some other movies, and so like okay, so he's not made for having longer hair. So yeah, I do love Troy, but Achilles was, well, I think it was better than Louis because um, Achilles is kind of like more wild person, and so like the hair was okay, but somehow yeah. Okay, I think I should stop here because otherwise, yeah, like, it's gonna take a whole night. Okay, and some other movies I quite like. Oh, yes. It's this is a movie from 2002, and let me try to pronounce this title. Equilibrium. Equilibrium. I hope I'm pronouncing it okay. Well, in Japan, it was called Rebellion. It's so much easier to remember, but the original title is Equilibrium, and I was never possible to pronounce it correctly, or I'm not sure of it. Gankata is so cool. Don't you think so? Yeah, I really love it. I think, all those people who love the kind of stuff, yeah, it was one of the kind. I really love it. And then, I believe I mentioned Mad Max Fury Road. And then Furiosa, I watched it recently, and then I really loved it. And then, oh yes, is it for this one or yeah? So the Hunt for Red October. I think I mentioned it in the book section, like a favorite novel section. But first watched this movie and then read the book. But I really loved it. Of course, I know that you guys may say things about um Russian side. They don't speak great Russian, they don't look like Russian, but I just loved it. And Sean Connery is great. Yep, one of my favorite actors being Sean Connery. Okay, and then here is the thing. Boondock Saints. Well, maybe the second one was less better, but the first one, that was so cool. I think I learned about it a little bit later, but once I saw it, I really, got into it. I really tried to learn the speech, and yes, of course, it was like 15 to 20 years ago, so I already forgot pretty much everything. Yes, the Boondock Saints, I really loved it. Actually, I still have I still have the disc. Yes. Okay, let's move on to the next section. So the crime and thriller. So I love Hannibal. I mean the Dr. Lecter stuff. So, Silence of the Lamb, that's so cool. Hannibal was a little bit less so, maybe because, they are missing Jodie Foster, or it was a little bit too grotesque. Yeah, because, The Silence of the Lamb was so beautiful. I would say, it was kind of like a age for, you know, like at the peak where I cannot watch it again. But at the same time, it was way too beautiful. So, when there is those crazy art, it was just breathtaking and yeah. And then Red Dragon, I really loved it too. Yeah, it was another thing that so like they regained those art, the beauty of the Hannibal Lecter or Thomas Hardy stuff. And yeah, so it's not exactly the topic for today, but I'm thinking about try to subscribe some streaming platform and watch the drama, The Hannibal with Matt Mikkelsen. I've heard so many great reputations of the drama, and I've always been interested and wanted to watch, but I have an issue with subscription. So it's either I decide I will um register to those subscription for a limited time, let's say 1 month, or just do it only for the trial time, and then watch all those Hannibal series. And if I'm going to do that, I'm sure gonna make it a watch along with me. Yeah, watch along. So so I don't know now like which platform it is actually, but I said that if the free like a free trial is only in 3 days, we are going to watch the drama only in 3 days. But if it's like for a month or something like that, then we will have good amount of time. So maybe we can have like a um one or two episodes a day and then finish. I don't know how many episodes they have, but yeah, I think I'm gonna find it out. Okay, and then other stuff. I think I mentioned Seven. Yes, that is also another one that like a super scary but so beautiful. Yes, I really loved it. And then what others? Hmm. Wait, I think I have kind of like dark fantasy stuff as well in here. Yeah, I think I'm messing up with some categories, but oh yes, Black Rain with Michael Douglas and um Matsuda Yusaku. This um great young Japanese actor in it, and Takakura Ken, and all those great Japanese actors. I don't know how popular it was. It's from 1989, and so the original the plot itself is something like there was a assassination of mafia in probably in New York, or I can't remember exactly, but a big city by a yakuza guy. And so I think it was Michael Douglas and Andy Garcia. Let me double check. Black Rain, a movie, and yes, Andy Garcia. So these two detectives are sent to Osaka, Japan, to catch this yakuza guy. So it starts and ends in the U.S., but most of the story occurs in Osaka and a little bit of Kobe. So it is in my hometown. So of course, there are something totally exaggerated, but still having them like watching these scenes um in the film is something special, especially at the time, like, and it was like American movie. American movie shot in Japan and having those great actors in it. Oh my gosh, it was like mind blowing. Of course, it's kind of similar experience for me to watch Last Samurai or the drama Shogun. But it was the very first time experiencing it, and also, and moreover, more than that, it was in Osaka. So like I could see, oh my gosh, I know this place. I've been there all the time. Yeah, so it's one of the movie I really love. If you guys are interested, I think we can do a watch along of this one. Yes, but of course it's an old, quite old movie, so I don't know how many people would want to watch them. Okay, and then let me move to the DC and Marvel. I think I've been watching quite a lot of them. Like maybe not some. Yeah, I think I'm not watching. These came around or after COVID time, like like individual heroes. But I watch every single Spider-Man, starting with Tobey Maguire, yes, and then X-Men, Deadpool's I've been watching, and I did watch all those Avenger franchise. Yes, I really loved it. So that, and then for the DCs, I think I watched Superman since like two. I think I watched the original. What is the original? But I think the famous older Superman, and then the sup. I think let me check. I think it's Superman Returns, and think after that, yep, and Dark Knight, the Dark Knight series. I just loved it. I know that in the beginning people complained about Christian Bale did not have the type of thing, but what the? He is so great. He was so great, and then it ended with the Joker, the his Ledger. Oh my gosh, it's yeah one of my favorite. However, Dark Knight is a little bit too dark, so I just need to get myself to watch it. So maybe I think I'm gonna make it to another watch along so that I can have you guys with me and yeah encourage myself to watch it and have more fun. Not just watching but communicating with you guys. Yes, and so and other things can be, and then drama biography. Which ones? um, in this one, I think we yeah the Impossibles was it's the tsunami movies and the family in it. Yeah, it was like shocking, but also something familiar to me. As I said, I'm a Japanese, so having a big earthquake and then tsunami, so these are really very real to me. And then oh yes, so King's Speech, I really loved it. And oh yes, how could I forget about it? Shawshank Redemption. Oh my gosh, I really loved it. Oh yes, we really have to watch it together. Yes, we have to. Seriously, we really have to. And then, I don't watch that many fantasies, but I love Peter Jackson's Lord of the Rings, The Hobbit. I love them. I mean, Lord of the Ring. was my passion during my 20s. I was so into it. And actually, yeah, I made my dream yeah, I went to the Hobbiton just last year. And, it was my dream to actually be there. It was such experience. Yeah, living in Central Europe, New Zealand is physically and literally the other side of the world. So, like, flying there is like try to dig a hole through the earth is so much easier than flying there. The types of distance. So, if I were living in Japan, going to New Zealand is nothing. I mean, yeah, of course I have to go all the way down to the South Hemisphere, but it just go directly down to the South. Not that go all over, halfway around the globe. So, I've always wanted to make it the truth, and I could do it last year finally. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have a, like, not vlog, but, my um travel talk stream type of stuff, and then I will share the experience with you guys. And then, what else? Yeah, looks like I really don't have that many. I'm so sorry, but I'm not a very big Harry Potter fan. So I watched, like, I read up to fifth book, and at the beginning of six, I thought like, okay, it's not for me. And same goes to the movie. So I watched till um fifth movies, and then I think I may watch. Yeah, I think I watched the seventh. So part one and part two, but only because it was on the movies on the flight. Yes, that was the only reason I decided to watch, because there was not that many options other than that. So I think I didn't watch the sixth one. So maybe in the future sometime I may try it, but well, we'll see. And like historical type of movie. So I already mentioned that Last Samurai is one movie I quite liked. And then I liked Troy, even though I complained about Brad Pitt having long hair. I really liked it. Yes, and then yes, I can't forget about it. I would say it's kind of like idol movie type of stuff, but A Knight's Tale with Heath Ledger and Paul Bettany. I really like it. And wow, this is not a English spoken movie. It's actually Chinese one, but I like Red Cliff. It's Chinese history type of things, and yeah, I watched it with original um Chinese with English subtitles, and because of that, I had heck of time to recognize the name of um characters in it. Because the thing is, Japanese people do use kanji that's based on ancient Chinese characters, but we do have our own readings, so it's totally different. Sometimes kind of similar, but pretty much different from how it's pronounced now and how we are pronouncing them. So some people sounded similar, but some people I really couldn't get it. And so, like a Chinese reading, they are different. And then they are spelled in pinyin. So they put those, reading into alphabet. And I really couldn't understand anything. Yeah, so I, just had to try to recall the storyline and remember who was there and who did this. So in the scene, this person should be this one or that one. Yes, I think. Well, I don't know. Maybe if I could find some, like Chinese VTuber or like Chinese speaking, like English Chinese VTuber who is also interested in those chronicle, then we can talk more about it. Yes. And then, what else? Yes. Yes. I don't know if the mummy is for here or in the action movies. Well, I have made this categorization like pretty much like I think during COVID time or even pre-COVID time, so I really can't remember how I doing it. Okay, so I think I should make a dark fantasy. There I can put all those mummy and then direct vampire, werewolf kind of stuff. So let's say these things are also in kind of fantasy. Then yes, of course, I do the interview with the vampire. That is one of the thing. And because of that, and also that I don't say anything about the movie itself, but because of the Queen of the Damned, I kind of realized that the interview with the vampire actually have um not only one book, but there are more. And so I started to read Anne books. Yes, to get to know these stories. But yes, once again, it's going to be Anne story. Yeah, Anne talk. So better to set up um separate stream. So among these are like Constantine. I love it. I do love it. It's so cool. Yeah, it's one of those movie I really like. Yeah, well, some people may say it's horror, but I think it is not too like. Yeah, it's about exorcism, but somehow it's. Yeah, I think it's kind of like an action movie. Yeah, so not too dark or scary. Yes, and then so let's move on to Hygiene robots. Yeah, I've already mentioned Jurassic Park, Jurassic World franchise, Transformers. Oh my gosh, I love that robot. And then Gojira. I mean, Japanese Gojira. I do love them, especially the modern ones like Shin Gojira and Gojira Minus One. These are so great. But I actually not the older modern like first Harry Gojira. I think that is just a one of those huge monster animal panic movies because it was not really Gojira. It's not. I'm so sorry, but I wouldn't call it as a Gojira. But the recent Gojira with um what is the institution's name? Let me check. Harid Gujira and yes, the Monarch. Yes, the Gojira with Monarchs. I think it was, they're doing good job, except for, in the second one using the atomic bomb. Yeah, I think I may. Well, it might be very political thing, so I think I should shut up. But Paris movies use atomic bomb way too easily, so lightly, and it's not something like that. Okay, so this is the only political statement out from me. Yeah, so okay, and then about other thing, Ghost in the Shell, the live action one. It was I quite liked it, even though like many people say different things. And King Kong's, I think I watched the old one maybe, but of course once again Peter Jackson version, yes. And then the Pacific Rim is okay, uh, but yeah, I think Pacific Rim I quite liked it actually. Yeah, I do love robots. I mean, oh come on, I'm a Japanese kid. I was Japanese kid and watched all like transforming robots and Five Ranger kind of stuff all the time, and then the Kamen Riders. These are my thing. So yes, of course, I do love kaiju's and robots and the musicals. So I did not watch that many, but like so Sound of Music, yes, of course. Sisters Act, yes, and then Rent. I mean, yeah, the movie and also yeah, I didn't have a chance to actually watch the musical itself. Yes, it was a pity that I couldn't make it. And then Les Miserables, yes, that's also one great one. And then the Tick Tick Boom, yeah, I think it was like a Netflix movie or something. Yes, but I really loved it. I mean, since I watched Rent, I was so interested about Jonathan Larson and watched quite many documentaries and read some articles, saw some interviews about him. So when it came, I just asked my friend to um, watch it. I mean, I did not register to any subscription, so I had to ask my friend to, hey, come on, please, I want to watch it. Let me watch it. And yeah, it was so beautiful. I really loved it. And then sci-fi, Back to the Future, Star Trek, The Matrix, The Terminators, and then oh yes, The Martian is also one thing I really like. Yeah, it's really funny. I'm just going over all those films in my library. Yes, but okay, so and the Star Trek I did watch the new ones, but also I watched the old one, including the dramas, so from the original series. And I think I watched like halfway through the Enterprise, but then Like, how many series do they have? Star Trek. Like, seriously, how many? Mm-mm-mm. I think it's better to Switzerland yet for myself because, yeah. So, drama. So the original series, and then the new generation, yes. And then I think, yes, Enterprise. And I think I watched it like pretty much halfway through. But then, I when I was watching it, I was watching pretty much every single day. And by the time I got so tired of it. Yeah, so I kind of decided to drop it because it was a little bit too much. It became quite too much for me. So, yeah, so maybe in the future, like, when I'm retired, I may, rewatch them all. Yeah, like, I don't know. Because I was watching, from the original series and the movies as well. And then the next generation. No, wait, is it? Yeah, the next generation is the second season, yes. And then wait, maybe Deep Space Nine. I think I did Deep Space Nine and Voyager. I'm not sure. Quark, Cisco, yes, I did watch them. I do remember them. And then, or maybe was I in the middle of Deep Space Nine? I don't know. Maybe I just watched the movie for the Enterprise, but not actually. I can't quite remember. So Deep Space, I know for sure. Yes, I do remember their names. So maybe Voyager. Somewhere in the Voyager. Oh my gosh, it's so complicated franchise. Yeah, of course, it applies to Marvel Universe and DC Comics. Because, I know that there are many Japanese people that love Constantine, but they actually do not know that it's actually a part of DC Universe. Yep, that's true. Yeah. So that's why I actually had the Constantine into a like, where did I have it? Like a yeah, I think it's in like thriller types of movie. Yeah, okay. I think I'm going to just make this a new folder and dark fantasy, and then move those stuff. And the Mummy franchise. Well, the first one I liked it. Second one was okay. The third one in question. Yep. It's so quick. Okay, so I'm going to move them to dark fantasy. Gotcha. And then what else? What else? What else? Drama. I think I'm having like. Wait, I think I'm missing something. Do I not have Waterworld? Why the? What the heck? No freaking way! I should have it somewhere. Oh my gosh! Why I did not have the Waterworld? Yes, I like Waterworld because the existence of marine is how I really want to be. I love being in the ocean. So, I do scuba diving so that if I had gills in my neck, then I don't have to carry that stupid bottle, the air bottles. And that would save me from hating the gravity, the Earth's gravity. Yeah, I know I'm saying nonsense, but when you enjoy having this like no gravity, no weight type of experience for almost 1 hour, and you go back on the surface and get up from the water, all the gravity, all the weight come to you, and you think, oh my gosh, what the heck? Why do we have this gravity? Of course, we do have to have the gravity to have everything down to earth, but yeah, that's. Yeah, I know that I shouldn't complain all those real physics, but yeah, that is the one thing I hate. Yes. So, I think it's almost an hour, and I should decide what I'm going to watch or what we are going to watch. Hmm. The thing is, I'm going to watch Silence of the Lamb with Japanese viewers during the daytime. So I want to watch something with lighter mood. Hmm. Maybe I will watch the Jurassic World Dominion extended version I recently found out, because I've been watching this like a standard one only, and then I found it out, so I think I'm maybe gonna watch it. Yeah, it's like, I had it, but because I watched it on the plane, so I didn't actually compare, or like, I just thought like I had the same stuff, but then when I checked it again, it was actually the extended version, and so like, oh my gosh. And then, oops, still not watched list. Oh yes. As for the musical, I haven't watched RRR yet, so it can be another mm, option to watch. Yeah, but I think it's quite long one, isn't it? How long? 3 hours. Okay, it's not too bad. So, and then Yes, I haven't watched the episode 6 either. No, not episode 6, it's 9. Roman's numbers. I suck at it. Yeah, there are several movies I have, but yes, it's like I got them after I start, like a little bit, including a little bit before starting to work as freelancer. But now I'm fully working as freelancer and then um watching these, spending 3 hours to just watching movies just, makes me feel like, oh my gosh, I spent 3 hours for nothing. Yeah, so no, 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 I shouldn't think about that. So yeah, what should I watch? Cause like if I remember correctly, Jurassic World, the first one was just dinosaur panic thing, but then from the second one, yeah, second one was still okay, but this Dominion became quite deep. Of course, I do love those, like comebacks of the Jurassic Park guys. Yeah, Jurassic Park doctors, but still, yeah, I think it might be a little too much. So, yeah, it's difficult. I really wanted to have someone's advice, but say, yeah, it's difficult to decide. Hannibal, Red Dragon, Silence of the Lamb. That's not sure. Yeah, something not too heavy. So I think I'm going to put into and something I can enjoy on my own as well. Yeah, in that case, maybe fast time reaction. Yeah, I think I can make it to fast time reaction. So that. Hmm. But which one is not too deep? Yeah, this is why I really needed someone to be here and help me out. I think RRR can be interesting. Or Tetris. I watched Amazing Spider-Man already, but probably better to do it for the future because I may want to watch the two of them together. Or yeah, maybe I really want. Yeah. So one thing I really want to do is like the movie marathon, day, night, weekend, or week to watch things every single day or just in one day, one night, and like so yeah. Okay, so here is the thing. I'm going to do the Lord of the Ring movie marathon in the future because that is something I really want to do, and that of course, and the thing, yeah, and other thing is that it's going to be extended version, so the longer one. Yeah, so we really have to make time for that. So yes, I had to decide. It's already 1 hour. Yeah, it's already more than 1 hour. So what do I want to watch? Something still on. Yes, and also they should be in the. Yeah, I think those franchise stuff. Yeah, I should avoid those franchise. I didn't have any John Wick movies. Yes, I just saw the Bond trilogy and then realized that just remember about John Wick. Oh my gosh, I didn't have them. Yeah, I get confused because like my cousin, sis. Yeah, I always call her sis. Um, my sis also have quite a lot of movies, and when we visit each other, we show we see those movies together. And so I think I watched John Wick with her, so probably that's why I thought I have them. Okay, now I understand. So yeah, what to do? Hmm. Oh, Leon. How Leon the professional? Leon the professional. How could I forget about it? Oh my gosh, that's one beautiful stuff. And Shoshank is a little bit too long to do. Oh, but it's only 2 hours 20 minutes. My gosh, I thought it's like 3 hours. Wow, wow. I'm surprised. Okay, so wait. Mm, I really don't know what to watch, what I want to watch. Let me check if there is the extended version of Dominion on the stream. Jurassic World Dominion extended uh, stream. Oh yes, so they do have them on the Prime. Yeah, so I think I watched the standard one with my sister, with my sis. Yeah, she is cousin, not my sister, the real sister, but she is a sister to me. So and I and the one I had was actually extended one. Yeah, okay, so that is the thing. Because I did remember watching it not only on the plane but somewhere around. So it must be the thing. Okay, now the mystery solved. Great. So the Dominion it has on the Prime, um, and Google Play. So you guys can watch them on these. So maybe not on the an Apple TV as well. Okay. Is it really the long one? Wait. So Jurassic World, Dominion. How many minutes? So 2 hours 40. Is it also 2 hours 27? So I think the Apple TV version is not extended one. So you guys should, oops, the microphones. So you guys should go to the Amazon Prime and so Google Play, is it really the, yeah, it says extended version. So let me double check. Okay, so it may not be available in my area. So I think for you guys, uh, Amazon Prime is the option for you. Okay, so let me double check. Yes, 2:40, 2 hours 40 minutes, and yeah, 2 hours 40 minutes. Good. Okay, perfect. So now it's decided, and I'm going to update my weekly schedule. Yeah, Sunday is already gone, but still, I will update the weekly schedule and post it on the X. And I'm gonna looking forward to the Friday, my movie day. Yes. Okay. So it's the end for today's stream. And well, if you're watching this after I finish it with in the archive, then thank you very much for watching it to this point. And if you want to watch the movie with me, please come on Friday at wait the time. See what because of me. Yes, I'm really bad at checking the time. Okay, so 8 p.m. in Europe, for 2 p.m. in Eastern side, 11 a.m. in Pacific side. Good. Okay, so until then, hope to see you again.